So am I. So, hey everybody. Uh, Welcome back to More Space Engineers. I am here joined once again with Adreden. How you doing, Adreden?
I'm good, thank you.
Do
So,
you want to hit the button?
sure. Why not? Not
Well,
going to
back.
do anything bad, is it?
I don't know.
Oh,
We'll find out. Push
oh
the
boy.
button.
Saying I get a special item. Oh, what? Oh, clicked through it too damn fast. Some kind of drill, I think.
Oh, nice.
A lever drill!
See, I don't get one. You got the leopard
Pretty sure.
drill, really?
I think I may have spare.
Hey, an enhanced grinder here. Man, yeah. So for those who don't realize what happened, the unknown signals just dropped literally on top of us.
Yeah.
The game is giving us oh so not subtle hints to go out and pick up the trash, I guess.
Yeah, it's been dropping them all around us. Now it's just like, come on, I'll put it right here.
Yeah. We had one, I don't know, maybe like 200 meters, 300 meters that way out on the lake. And it exploded because we just ignored it.
Yeah.
Alright, so for those who have been playing along at home, you know we have relocated over to the ice lake. We have purchased a couple of large vehicles, and we're actually talking about breaking down the flyer.
Yeah.
Mainly because for me, it's because of the fact that there's a lot of stuff we can do with the parts that are much more efficient and effective than what the ship itself is doing right now. Because it's got a large cargo and a small cargo. And what I was kind of wanting is something that we can use planet side that we can also take into space. So it'd basically be the kind of like your rover,
Yep.
but bigger. That becomes a mobile base, and we can take with us. So we don't have to build bases and leave them everywhere.
Yeah.
So are you on board with this idea?
I am on board.
Okay, so you know what the ironic part of the statement is, right?
We're
That-
not on board a ship?
Well, besides that, in order for us to build the big mobile base thing, we have to build we have to
yes.
build a small non-mobile base first.
That's right. Yeah. The irony of that is. Well, I mean, maybe we could do. We can convert it to a ship, can't we?
I
We
mean,
just build it on a spire. Build it on a spire.
technically, yes, we can.
Yes.
And actually, yeah, I guess we could do that
Bring it with us.
instead.
Leave
That
no
way,
base behind.
yeah. Okay. I'm game. I'm game. Let's,
Okay.
and to celebrate it, boom! There's a block. Look at that.
Oh, there we go. No landing gear for this vehicle.
That's right. That is a. It's actually going to be an interesting idea because I don't know how big I have to make this now.
Okay.
Oh, so I'm thinking, do we want to go even number wide or odd number wide?
Well, I was just thinking that too. Like the way you were explaining it earlier was even numbered, but I mean, I tend to do odd, but you know,
Yeah.
this ship that I have over here is definitely not metric. Totally cool with me. Sure, that's high enough.
No, but we're gonna find out. Hey,
What happened there?
damn it!
What are you doing?
Apparently having a stroke.
Whee. Ow. Probably. Oh, I have lots of hydrogen. Never mind.
There you go. And then we were saying wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we put that.
So this will be an evolving design, guys. We have a pretty good idea of what we need, but
Yeah, it's one of those we're not sure exactly what we're doing. It's like we have an idea of how we want it to work and how we want it to look. Yeah, it cleared.
is it
Yes.
high enough under the refinery for like what we want.
Yes. In
Okay.
theory. In theory. Actually, yes. No, this should be okay. I'm sitting there going, do I want to make this stupid?
I mean, if we're gonna put big thrusters on it, we can always like lift it up and redo the wheels while it's
Yeah.
hovering.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Well, it comes down to if we want to do, wrong one. If we want to do really, like, just make sure we have room,
yep.
there's always stuff like that. That's the 5x5 wheelbase.
Good God. I always forget how big that one is.
Yeah, the large good version is crazy. So I want to do 1, 2. Because if we really want to do the large wheel one,
Yep.
which will obviously give us plenty of room underneath, but that's the 5x5 wheel.
Yeah. I mean, it also wouldn't be too hard because we can also do stuff like, oops, fingers on the wrong movement. You know, we can always just add stuff like this, right, and add the refinery up top here too. So if we needed to, if we wanted to right now, increase the size, we could.
Yeah. Well, because if we want to do the, actually, you know what? Doing the 5x5 isn't a bad idea.
Okay.
And what we can do is, if we want to do that, I'm gonna have to move that over again. So let's go there. So what I'm thinking is, if we do this, right? And then I can take those off. And then we do 5x5 wheel on the side here.
Mm-hmm. Am I too close?
No,
Too
no,
close?
no, no. And we put it in the middle of this. Right?
Hmm.
That gives us the wheels in the middle that we were talking about before.
Mm-hmm.
And then we build... I am just going to do this as a really, really rough approximation. But you basically build something that comes up over the wheels. Like, it clears the height of the wheels.
Yep. You might
Which...
one higher.
Yeah. So you basically end up with something like that.
Yeah.
Right? And then this area up here, above the wheel, becomes the height of the platform.
Yep. Yep. Though the refining modules, or the modules on top of the refinery.
Yeah. Again, this is just a checking the spaces kind of thing.
Right. Okay.
So, but yes, there would be modules here on top of the refinery. And what I'm thinking here is, so we basically add something like this in.
Mm-hmm. So 1, 2, 3.
And then and so what we end up with is, say, a room that ends up being pressurized that allows you to see what's going on wheels. Here. On either side, and like I said, there will be the upgrade modules here, like the yield modules.
Yep.
And we just have a say, do I actually have any? I don't have any interior plates, but you have a walkway here over the axle on both sides.
Yep. Yep.
And then you end up with like anything that you do forward. So that way you can have, say, like a door here on either side that lets you go out over the wheel into the aft section.
Yep.
And then we maybe probably do windows looking at the yield modules.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then, so if we do that.
Lost Hal. Where'd he go? There he is.
And again, folks, this is just marking spaces. I'm not trying to make it look like final design here. There you go. So that comes back to wherever it needs to go.
Yep.
Probably
looks right.
there. And
Yeah.
that'll be on both sides. And what this allows us to do is to have the lower area down here be like our engineering section or even manufacturing.
Mm-hmm.
Inside, we'll have an area that maybe takes us up a level.
Yep.
Because what I'm thinking is we're going to end up with something that comes down. That should be 1, 2, 3. So if I then do,
Plates.
and again, this is just a holding this like a hold over here for what we're trying to do. I can't remember if that's right side up or not. I think so. I think that's right. Looks right. So that basically what we'll try and do is have it set up so that the outer wheels, which will be smaller, are sitting at a lower height. So
there you are.
Yeah, so you'll have the big wheels that are actually, helping protect everything here in the middle of the ship. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yep.
And then you end up with an array of smaller wheels. And again, this is not going to be the final scale. It's probably going to be bigger. It has to come down one more block, actually. Which is good, because then that actually gives us more room to build our actual basin.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about this idea?
Seems logical to me. We'll have to grind a side of the ship first. Yep. I mean, I guess we could just grind the whole thing out, whatever, if we wanted to, but sure. Yeah, it seems good to me. So there'll only be one set of big wheels in the middle, and then just whatever we need on the outside for stability.
Yeah, so basically end up like this.
Yeah.
And then we end up with, another line of these coming back.
Yeah.
However far that was, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then drop on the 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we would repeat this on the other side.
Whoa. Wrong button.
And like I said, it would obviously be a little bit longer. Not actually much longer.
I like it because it's so wide. It's just interesting to me.
And then what we'll do is we'll have some hydrogen tanks tucked in somewhere. And I'm thinking the hydrogen tanks, originally I had thought about putting them in like side, kind of like nacelle areas.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm starting to like the idea of them being a little bit more centrally mounted.
Yeah, I mean that makes a little more sense with the big wheels taking some of the force.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to move the ship.
Let's see. Yeah. How many hydrogen tanks we thinking? I'm seeing 6, but I'm just like,
I was gonna say at least 4, probably 6.
yeah.
Now, would you do them in 2 groups of 3 or 3 groups of 2? I'm thinking 3 groups of 2.
You were thinking that? Okay.
Yeah, because
3 groups, 2.
if we do, say, let's go get this out. Like if we were to mount them, I don't know. Where did I put that at? I put that there. Okay. So if we did something like this, how many blocks over is that? That's one. Let's see, that's. So from here, this is the middle of the ship. So from here is 1, 2, right? Yeah, so 2. So 1, 2. That's going to be here. Yes. So we do something like that. And then we end up with, the, oh no, I'm not going to be able to do that. Because we did even and not odd.
Oh. Huh.
Damn it.
That doesn't look bad, though. I don't know.
Well, it just means we do, like, another tank either going forward. I'd probably do going aft. If I was going to do that, I'd probably do this. Which is fine. That actually works out.
Yeah, yeah.
And hell, if we really needed to, we could do that.
Yep. I mean, I guess it's just a matter of figuring out how much weight this thing eventually weighs, right? But
we can guesstimate. It's fine.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah.
it's more fun when you get into a ship for the first time and you don't know if it's going to blow up when you try and take off. So
Yeah. It can be fun doing that.
But like I said, I'm not married to any of the ideas.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of liking the way that line's looking now, though.
Yeah, no, I mean, the more you build onto it, the more I'm liking it. So,
and I'm thinking that the overall design of the ship will be kind of, let's say, a golden arch style.
Golden Arch style?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what would end up happening is say here we might have the center line be like this.
Mm-hmm. Reminds me of a Klingon bird of prey.
Maybe, actually.
I mean, I'm not quite sure exactly. I mean, obviously, this thing has no wing, so, but...
All ships should have wings.
Yeah.
But yeah, so something like this.
And are we putting giant thrusters on the back so we can, like, go super fast?
Well, we're gonna paint it yellow and put racing stripes on it too. So
Okay, perfect.
And now you have to wonder how many people are watching this, going, "What in the hell does painting it yellow have to do with anything?"
All right, this thing.
But yeah, so something like this.
Yeah.
And then if we go forward from here, let's say we bring this up, I don't know, like 5 or 6 blocks. Sure, that should work. And then we say
That's it. Oh, yep, it is.
So something like that. We can then do that to cap it off here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can have like windows or something, or
Like a
if we wanted
skylight.
yeah, we could do skylight, or if you really wanted to be fancy, we could put something in here that was burning so that it looked like it was venting. Because I believe the large thruster is 2x2. Actually, no, it's 3x3. So we could put a couple of small small single hydrogen thrusters in here.
Yep.
Shoot them a couple of times so that they're burning.
Yep. And then full
Yeah,
smoking rig.
go.
Ow.
Yeah, go full reaver on it.
Oh man, that'll be fun.
But then that gives us enough room in here where, again, not saying these are going to be the final blocks, but that gives us this much area on the interior.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Because that'll be blocked off, so then you end up with something like... Whoops. So you end up with something basically for habitation. I mean, it's a pretty good amount of space. If we bring the platform forward a couple of blocks, then we could even block this off to give you that much more room for habitation space.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, these will, that one and this one will be doors with walkways back here. And, we can set up a small engineering section back here.
Yep. There's quite a bit of space back here now with all these thrusters or hydrogen tanks.
Yeah.
I like the look of it too. It's got, I don't know, it's just neat, something about it.
Yeah, it is, it'll be interesting. So we'll end up with basically these wheels being completely hidden except for where they're hanging out below the rig.
Yeah.
And I am planning on bringing the frames down a little bit to enclose them a little bit better.
Yeah.
So basically it'll be, down to probably about there.
Yeah.
And the bottom line on this all the way around will be heavy armor blocks.
Nice.
Or even blast doors, maybe. Blast doors wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, that could help.
Because if we did blast doors... we want that one. Because you'd end up with something that's basically like this. And then have that wrap around the wheel.
Yeah.
Because the idea, like I said, is that the whole thing will be able to take off, fly like a ship.
Yep.
You get down to the planet, and that becomes your base, like your mobile base.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that we do need to do, and this is why I was saying that this isn't going to be the final size of the whole thing,
Yeah.
is I have to put in cargo pods.
Right.
And so the cargo pods will actually be forward of those wheels, those big wheels.
Yeah.
Probably like here-ish on either side. Did I center that mostly on the wheel? Yes, I did. Okay. So that will be here.
one's one too low.
There.
Yeah.
And then that basically having the cargo pods, because we're going to do 2 of these on both sides. That should give us enough countermass
Yeah.
to deal with having a full refinery here, which is one of the reasons why I put the wheels where I did on the refinery, is because that's where most of our mass is going to be until we fill the cargo pods.
Yeah.
And if we need to, we can always do another set of wheels, like the large wheels, the 5x5s, facing inwards.
Right. So that would be out here somewhere. Okay.
Yeah, so just as an example, I'm just going to throw these in here real quick. Yeah. So we could do something like that. I think that's 1 block too high. That wasn't too bad for eyeballing.
Yeah. Yeah. A weird, like, giant tricycle thing.
Yes. I'm going to adjust the time set so that everybody can see. Hey, look at that. We've got light. And the panda said there shall be light, and there was light. Okay.
And it was.
And it was good. All right. So yeah, so we end up with, something like this, where we end up with a couple of wheels hidden and a bunch of wheels exposed.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have to pipe it in for transatmospheric flight.
Steering with this wheel up front here, not going to be a problem if we just put it on, like, low friction and slipping, or...
Well, what I would do is these wheels, the big ones, the 5x5s, don't turn at all.
Okay, then. Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, because they really are just there as like a bumper.
Yeah. Makes sense. We'll be able to crash land on any planet and survive.
Yeah.
Not that you've ever done anything close to that before. We're safe, right?
Survive the crash landing?
Yeah.
Yeah, survive the crash landing. Yeah, that would be a unique experience for me. So I'd have to... Yeah, we'd have to...
I think we've all... I don't know what my worst crash on the planet was. I mean, obviously I died a couple times. That was probably the worst, but... Times when I thought I was going to make it. I have to think on that.
I have to say, I just had one recently where I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to land it or not.
I think I recall that. That was on the alien planet, wasn't it?
Was it on the alien planet or on Earth? Like, it was on one of the planets. But yeah, I just didn't have enough. I had enough thrust for the ship to hover, but I didn't have enough to actually stop. And I was like almost out of hydrogen. Oh, that's what it was. I was just almost out of hydrogen, and I had to basically do a suicide burn for the last 5 or 6 seconds.
Yeah.
And ended up with less than 1% hydrogen in the tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I recall that. Like, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was pretty recent. Oh, but yeah. So that's the general concept. I don't know if I like the lines with the way that they're shaping up. I mean, I like the way that it's developing, but I might need to redesign some of it.
Kind of looks like a interesting space crab. It's part of my brain thinks like a space crab, another part. Yeah, there's another ship from maybe EVE Online.
Maybe.
Not surprising, lots of ships there, so. I could probably heal my character up.
It's usually not a bad idea.
Yeah. I haven't taken too much damage, but it's enough.
It's enough to kind of make you go, whoop. No, I do not want to respawn, thank you.
Do hell have one eye? This
So
button.
we do that.
Been playing a couple of other games, guys. It's like certain buttons are getting cross-wired in my brain.
I know, right? It's like, ugh. So
Yeah.
we do.
Okay, so
So
we're happy with this
like
instead of a hanger, or we need a hanger around this thing too?
Honestly, I think a hanger would be too much.
Whee!
Come here, you. Oh, thank you.
No worries.
But so I think, like, so you know how I was talking about the general shape of the ship?
Yeah.
This would be the general shape of the ship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that continues on over here and out.
Low.
Yeah. Cool. Yep, I like it. Could we put a big flat window in the front or something? Or some kind of big window in the front?
Yeah. Because basically all the space between these cargo pods
Yep.
could be the, residential, whatever, the living space.
All be window.
It could all be windows if you chose.
I don't know if I want that many windows again, ever.
Are you having flashbacks to the Stone Skipper?
I am.
Was that like 200 windows in that cockpit?
Gosh, I don't know if I ever counted, but probably.
It's something like that. It's like 210, 220, something like that.
Yeah, it
was a lot.
Yeah. Which wouldn't be as hard on a big ship. It would be pretty easy to put whatever.
Well, you'd end up doing the same thing. It's like, well, no, I guess not, because they are a bigger percentage of the space. So
Yeah. Dang it.
see, it's just, the stuff just is not sticking tonight.
Yeah.
So what did we do here? I'm going to reproduce that angle. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now, I assume we want a block sort of in front at like least, yeah, because we need something to protect. Dang it.
And then it goes 2
Like
by
that.
2 by.
Second here. Fits perfectly in that. Oh, it'll be this one, this one, and this one.
It's
Let me know if what I'm.
Mario.
To me, the guy, he builds a ship. Let me know if this is at all what you're thinking, or if I need to just.
Hey, this is a joint. It's a joint project. Feel free.
Alrighty. I gotta fix the lines on the front, though. Unless you want a very blunt-faced ship. I don't know.
Well, no, it'll be. I do want it stylized a little bit,
Yeah.
but
Do want these to be protected, so put somewhat like that. And that does go across, right? Even maybe possibly one more. There. And out that. One more.
yeah, we end up with something like this on this side. And so what I'm trying to do with the figuring out the outer shell is so that we can figure out where we need to pipe things in for thrusters and such.
Mm-hmm.
So the nice thing about Space Engineers is that whole, it doesn't care where the forces are. That it always applies the force to the center of the mass.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. But yeah.
girder. Take
But
10.
I do want it to be somewhat, you know.
Yep. I'm just gonna fill up and then do some more. Not gribbling, but
Ziplets.
planning. That's what.
Hey, greebling, planning, it's all the same.
I figure maybe greebling is more like at the end of thing. Planning happens all the.
Well, in theory, greebling should be at the end of things. In practice, are you new around here?
Well, them just in case.
No, we did.
There we go. Back out there.
And I'll probably redo the front of it, but this will at least give you the framework to build within.
That. Gee, I'm thinking some glass would be nice, but I'm not quite sure what I want to do here. I'm just gonna add a bunch of this crap in here. What do we got? Yeah. Oh.
So if we do this,
Swear to God, though, I'm not gonna build as complicated a cockpit as that other stone skipper.
famous last words. Take that out. Take that out.
That's how I'll do it over here. Bringing the lines forward. And do the lines go straight back to the around these tanks, or are they gonna like swoop in a little or out? Or
I actually am going to think about that.
okay,
I haven't decided yet. There's a couple of things that I need to decide on, and I haven't. This is actually, you know what?
I'll be good once these done.
We're gonna leave that like that for right now.
See through there.
This, however, for those who are watching from my side, basically I'm just trying to get the exterior most layer in. There's some detailing that I'm going to do in like this area, and I want to make sure we have things open so that we can get thrusters in as we need to. If this was going to be just a ground-based vehicle, it wouldn't be so bad, but we wouldn't have to worry quite so much about having negative spaces where we can pipe things through.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd like to have an idea of just how much room we're going to really end up with.
But we actually do that.
Yeah, so you can bring the cockpit further forward from where it is.
Yeah, I'm just
Like, it doesn't have to stop. Like, the cockpit isn't limited to this line.
yeah.
It can go forward.
I am just trying to think how big I want to go here. Boom,
Right.
there, that. Let me know what you think of something like this once I figure out how to break and move this.
Right. And I'm just throwing in a quick floor in here so that we have something to walk around on.
Yeah. No. Thick please. Down. Gonna have to put a floor in, aren't we? Unfortunate. Well, let's get this at least to the right. Go. Yeah. Feels smoother these days than what it once did. The rotating of blocks. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gotten really bad in the last couple of builds. Ever since the 1.0, it's...
3?
It's been a little redonkulous.
6. That. Do we want something like that? It kind of continues that sort of
Yeah, that's fine.
slope.
Ooh, if you're gonna do that, know what we can do is we can go for inside here.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. And then put like glass on the outside so it's airtight.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2. Trying to figure out where you brought that line out to here. So that's the center. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yes. And then you had that. And then I don't know if you're doing windows all the way through here or not.
I'm still undecided. I'll get this part built and then I'll... Because I do kind of like the ability to see all around you, you know? But it might get a little bit complicated with the feeding. So I don't know.
Because if we do... Let me grab some girders really quick. I had girders in my inventory and I dropped them, so... Ah!
Alright, I think that's the right end.
Let's drop those. We're going to take 200 of those and give me 20 of those.
Come on. That.
Yeah, so what we end up with here on the front, we do something like that.
Mm-hmm. And then 2 headlights right there and there. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, see?
I'm just going to leave this open for now so I can fly in and out, but...
So you're doing... So basically this is what you're thinking, right?
Yeah.
Energy
take that one out.
low.
See what like with these here. If those are there, then obviously it's got good view. I don't know. May the grumbling begin.
I know, right? We haven't even gotten the whole frame in yet. Let's see, if you're doing that, wouldn't it be better to take those out? Ah! Don't know what happened. It wasn't me.
It's only glass.
So, yeah. So what happened up there? What I was thinking is if you wanted to do something like that, then you say with the...
Oh, yeah.
But
Let's see here. Backward here. Number 6. Oh, dang. Yeah. Click on there, please. Click.
nice.
Come on. Click. Is that one wider?
Shouldn't be.
What's going on here? Goes along there.
Yeah, you added one here. Ah, itchy nose. Sorry.
But then
itchy nose.
not quite right on that side. Something seems off here.
So this area here is your middle.
Yeah, the 2 in the center.
Yeah. So that's
Then
your
it's
middle.
out 2. There's something
So
wrong. These cargo tanks are in line that side, and these cargo tanks. No, okay.
yeah, I just had to fix the blocks that were right here.
Okay.
And I'm just going to put those in as placeholders.
Okay, I see why. Because it's just I did this on the other side.
Yeah.
That's why I was so off.
And then you had, I think you have this, like this on the other side. Is that right? Yeah. There you go.
And I left this middle one open because I don't know what you want to do for cargo access there.
Yeah, I haven't decided yet. It's very possible that those end up being where we mount large thrusters. So.
Yeah, right. So even if we put some large thrusters there, then they'll pretty much obscure any windows on the sides here. But I guess we need to put them in anyway.
Well, and that's one of the reasons why I was saying, if you wanted to, we could, move the whole cockpit forward too.
Yeah. What are these? Are those windows? Yeah.
Because if we do a large thruster there, right? That is going to be like that. That's going to be your thruster. And that's if we do large thrusters there. Like I said, I'm not completely sold on that concept.
That's not too bad.
Well, for me, it's more about the efficiency of the thrusters.
Yeah.
See, because what I could do, or what we might do, is I don't have interior plates. I need interior plates because I'm setting up some conveyor stuff.
Perhaps I'm gonna outside.
There we go.
Oh, this is the grieving part of the terrible, glass work.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is what I call, basically any other day. So, because one of the things I was thinking about was doing something like this. And then we go on either side.
Oh, yeah.
Energy low.
And if we need more thrusters, we can always add some in there.
Mm-hmm.
So, but for now... So you end up with something like that.
Mm-hmm. And the windows on the other side are kind of like that at the moment, just sort of glass panes.
Yeah.
Sure. Too bad, maybe. I don't know.
It's a pane in the glass. What?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Well, and there's also if you really don't care about being able to see out of the sides right there,
Yeah.
we could greeble these into the ship shape a little bit. So we could do something like that. So it just comes down to how much do we really want to put in there?
Mm-hmm. That kind of looks neat. Kind of like. Okay, before I go further, I need to walk up a control seat of some kind here. So.
And then one of the things that I was talking about doing is over here where we have the area over the big wheels. Should be big enough to put in 2 solar panels on both sides.
Right up here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if we go...
Could be a nice little thing to have.
Yeah. So I don't know if you are aware of this or not. So let's say we do solar here, right?
Yes.
So, okay. There's a, let's call it an advanced user tactic. I don't want to say it's an exploit because it may be by design.
They're
but
all
you know
advanced
how
user tactics.
there are advanced user tactics. So you know how solar panels, you need to have a clear line of sight for light for them to pass through, right?
Yep.
All right. Because of the way that light works in this game, voxels don't always count for blocking solar panels, which is why if you mount the solar panel really high up, even though the sun is down, it'll still pull charge for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this particular, let's call it a quirk of the game, allows you to do this. Wait for it. So, because you put the two solar panels face to face, you have 4 solar panels, and all of them get 100% of the same light pass through.
Okay. Breaks my brain a little bit. I don't understand why, but
Yeah. So to see it in a different way, let me do this way. All right. So if we stand these up on end, right? So you have the solar panel here, and you know how the solar panel takes this entire block, right?
yeah.
Okay. So if you go to the other block, the block behind it,
Yeah.
and spin the solar panel the other way, both of those solar panels will pull 100% of the same light power.
Huh. Okay.
So if one solar panel is 100%, both solar panels will be 100%.
Huh. And that's because it's voxely and they're right beside each other and
It's because of the way that light collision works in the voxel system, yeah.
huh. Fascinating. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
so, and what's weird about it is I've not been able to get it to work in any other format except for where they are face to face like that.
Yeah.
If you set it up so that the blocks are in between them, right? So if you do it what is it? So if we go this way and then like that,
Yeah.
they block each other sometimes.
Weird.
Yeah, it's the weirdest system. But so for those who are watching, don't tell Keen about that, please.
Our little secret.
Yeah, so there have been more ships showing up in the workshop that are using this little
Energy
feature,
low.
which is why I haven't been advertising it because, well, you know,
Yeah.
I don't want to break people's ships.
That's right. It's very kind of you.
Yeah. So getting
All right.
back
So these ones
to
vent in
this.
from beneath, don't they? So we basically would have to have this here.
So we do that. And then what I'll do for down here is we'll probably mount windows or something, but we'll have to do something to make this area airtight.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always a fun little challenge.
Yeah, but I'll worry about that later. I'm not too worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I going to put batteries?
There.
Yeah. Need to figure out where I'm going to put batteries, actually. I want... that.
Yeah.
To
We
that.
gotta go. Grab ourselves a
Alright.
conveyor.
Do the same on this side,
Oh,
which
that's
leaves
smaller.
us the ability to have window right here. I don't know if I'm gonna do. Do I have? What is that? 2x3?
Ah,
So I guess we could do that. We do a 2x3 here.
Okay. Or yeah, like that. Why did you do any movements like that? 2.
And then if we did, because that's up there, so we should be able to get away with 1, 2, 2x1s. Or actually, it's 1x2 is what they call these, right? There you go. We'll have yield modules here. And somewhere back here, all of this will tie together. What I will probably
Energy critical.
Let's just go ahead and do this to there. And to there. Okay, I'm going to do something that's probably really stupid, but I'm going to see if this holds up.
Okay.
Hey, look at that. It didn't all come crashing down. That's a good thing. Okay. And then I don't know how I want to do this. If I want to go, I'm going to do that on both sides, because if we do that, if we wanted to close in this area, we could like that, maybe.
I kind of forget, how the heck did we do this in the Stone Skipper? Did we just have to get like air and whatever to the seats? We had them.
What's up?
We had them piped in, the seats in the Stone Skipper, did we not?
Yes, because the seats we were using are set up to be piped in. The seats that we have here are not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the nice thing about using custom seating.
Yeah.
Because that was a mod that we were using that had those.
Come on. Up. You can do it. No, you cannot. You cannot do it. How the heck am I going to get this to work? But the only way I could think of would be to put the glass, another piece of glass, underneath the whole thing. Kind of looks. Eh.
Alright.
Hmm.
So, how's that going to look? That should look good.
Oh, of course.
And
Why did I not right off?
I don't know what we're going to do past this, but this will at least let us have this space. So where are you planning on putting the like the flight seats and stuff?
I was thinking about right here. I just ground them out, actually. I'm just,
Okay.
I think they have to be conveyor junctions.
Well, remember the since we don't have any seats, any of the mods in,
Yep.
the seats are not plumbed at all.
Oh. Well then.
There's no connectors on these seats.
Grind it all out, shall we? Die, you rotten things! So we just have to have some sort of, That's right, see, get out of here. Silly treadmill
Yeah, so
thing.
you would just put the windows in and mount the seats directly to the windows.
Yep. Which was my very first thought, and then I'm like, wait a second.
Yeah, and I would recommend, if you're going to do that, to mount the seats up here somewhere. That way you can actually take advantage of the windows.
Yeah, I was thinking, initially I think I had them placed there? Or was it, where am I at? Yeah.
I would actually recommend even one further.
One further ahead?
Yeah, up here.
Crazy.
Yeah, because that way when you're sitting in the chair, you have the ability to actually look down and see the forward angle, as well as seeing out to the side.
Yeah.
That's just my thought on it. Feel free to do what you want.
Nope, nope. It makes
All right,
sense.
so
Unless we did something crazy.
wouldn't be the first time.
Kind of like being able to
do
see past those
that.
thrusters, but it's not necessary. But we would lose a little bit of.
Wondering.
Yeah, gotta try it.
How much bridge space do you want?
Bridge space?
Uh huh.
Oh, I don't know. Doesn't actually need to be that much.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because I'm trying to figure out where to put like some of the interior spaces.
One. I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, the glass, or maybe one past the glass. So, like, right where I'm standing could be
Energy
wall,
critical.
or even this could be wall here. Either or.
Okay. Well, if you're fine with that being wall. So basically just trying to get an idea of where we need things to be.
Hmm.
Oh, good choice.
Yes. I think so.
And then you're going to put the seats here, like at the top of the ramp.
Yeah. Hopefully it works.
It should.
I'm not quite sure about the air tightness. I mean, I think it should work. Just, Whee! Of course that happened.
Small problem.
I thought it would be like just enough to hold it, but
Please stand by. Technical difficulties.
yeah.
How are we going to pipe O2 into that area? Let's see if we've got windows here. What we could do is take it from here. So if we did
Dark side, yeah, okay.
let's say we did something like
So that would have worked. I just
that.
should have put one of the side first.
How do you have the windows set? You have the windows set so they're taking that space outside.
Darkness goes outside, I believe.
So, are you planning on putting anything on this walkway area here next to the window?
Nope.
Okay.
Girders.
We may need to flip the windows so that they're on the outside block. Or on the inside block, rather.
Okay. Some of that was just a bit of weirdness, but sure. I mean, it's early days. Early days.
Because what I'm thinking here is... Actually, maybe even... Might even do that.
There.
And then we'll be able to pipe this in for O2 on either side.
Come on. Just snap. Just snap to where I need you to snap to.
Where are you trying to get us up to?
That.
Remember, it's a snap to, not a snafu, right?
I believe there's snafooing.
Yeah, you know. Everybody was snafu fighting.
Ah. Overzealous in my placement.
So, something like that, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rebalance the exterior wheels for the spacing on them.
Okay. Do you want to sit side by side, or do we need our space?
Well, it's always nice to be sitting close enough together to hold hands in case we're going to die.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. I think the screen is going to slightly obscure our vision, but that should be okay.
So, yeah, close enough to hold hands, not close enough to swap spit.
Yeah. Okay, good. Lovely. So that's my rough idea for a bridge. If it needs to be moved up, I guess we'll move it up. Be a bit of bugger to redo, but hey, whatever. How does it look like from like way up here? Whoa, that's not how we fly.
Alright, so I'm trying to decide if it makes more sense to have a side approach to the bridge. Which it might, because then that gives us more room to have habitation on one side. Like we'd be able to put actual staterooms in on one side. Excuse me.
Zoom tight. So side access would like come in kind of over here probably, like on one of these two sides by the cargo containers.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Critical.
Ah, crap.
Ah!
Oh. Damn it. Excuse me.
Take this catwalk.
Could not place wheel. Why could you not place wheel? Probably because I've got something in the area. Is it you?
Nope, I'm over here.
No. Did I place that thing backwards or something?
No energy.
Oh, son of a...
What's not working?
Get up there. Ah, no, I ran out of power. It's okay.
Oh, these are new. There we go. Bam. You. That. Maybe.
That should be enough. Alright, so we are over the hour mark at this point,
Okay.
surprisingly. Yeah, I put the wheel on backwards. That would be why the wheel couldn't attach.
Mm-hmm. Run.
Let's make sure. Okay, so that's the wheel pad. Make sure you are in the right location here. So, yes, okay.
Okay, well, I'm gonna figure this one out probably off camera because this is just not working for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out why. I know it's because I've got a frame around it. I just need to figure out where I need to change the frame in order to get the wheel back in here. But all right. Oh, and as I was saying, we are now well over the hour mark. If you want to, we'll call this here.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you are new to the channel, haven't done so already, just want to do something nice for Adreden and myself today, be sure to go over and smack the subscribe. If you want to be kept up to date with new content as it comes out, be sure to ring the bell. And if you have any feedback, suggestions, comments, criticisms, whatever, throw it down in the section below. Especially if you have jokes about Adreden. If you have Adreden jokes, yeah, definitely want to see those.
What?
And if you are watching from my side, haven't done so already, go check out Adreden's channel. Not only is he doing the multiplayer 7 Days to Die, or multiplayer space engineers. He's also doing 7 Days to Die stuff on his channel, and I don't know if we're going to be doing multiplayer or not. You and I have talked about it, but I think we're still just citing, right? We're not sure.
Yeah, we might.
Yeah, we might. So if you want to see that, be sure to let us know. But yeah, go throw Adreden a like and a subscribe on his channel if you're watching from my side. Not only, like I said, is he making all this content, it's really fun content. He's a great guy to hang out with, and it's never a bad thing to pay a little karma forward there. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of your week. And we'll see you back here next time for more 7 days. See, I've got 7 Days to Die on my head.
It just came out. It just came out. So
I know the Alpha 18 just dropped today. So
it's on everyone's mind.
Yeah. So yes, more multiplayer space engineers. I'm done. We're out of here. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.